Ours is a very sacred profession. In no other profession, people hand their lives in your hands. My father was a physician, and he was assigned to be in charge of a rural hospital. On the back of our campus was all sand, in front was unpaved road. Of course, there was no electricity and there was no running water. My father used to go on a camelback to make visits in the villages. And I used to see camels and some bullock carts and occasional horse or a donkey on which they would bring their patients. And my father used to go to the village on foot to take care of them. And now we have ambulances, helicopters bringing the patients to Westchester Medical Center.
When you work in institutions, major institutions with big names and established programs, you get the name because of the institution. I had to challenge myself, can you start something from nothing? Everything started with humble beginnings, no electricity, no footwear to go around until 9th grade. One of the things that I was very impressed with a lone doctor who used to make house calls, he was the inspiration in my childhood that I wanted to become a doctor. I was given a merit scholarship throughout the medical school, could not afford buying books. So I had to go to the library and write every book on note papers and then come home and make them as books. And I successfully completed 4 years of residency program, and I had a distinct opportunity to work with the first neutron beam in the world in Fermi National Accelerator Laboratories. I decided instead of surgery to go into radiation oncology and heard about a position at Westchester Medical Center, New York Medical College as the director of radiation oncology. And I accepted the position, and thanks to so many people who helped, including Westchester Medical Center administration, New York Medical College, and within 3 to 4 years, we were able to have the first linear accelerator in 7 counties between Albany to New York City.
My grandparents died in the Great Plague of Punjab in 1902. My parents survived the flu of 1918, and we thought we were very lucky. But last year, I lost 2 of my brothers to COVID-19. So we have to remember that the diseases will be ahead of us. And I think the future of neurosciences would be somewhat different than we have seen before.
As a physician, obviously any physician derives satisfaction or gratification from first and foremost patient care. One patient, 48-year-old with lung cancer, who became very close like brother to me, and when I was taking few days off, I went to his room and I told him that I'll see you in a week. So he told me, no, you won't see me. I won't be there. But he left a gift for me through his wife, which is a box with a tie and a card that says, Dr. Murthy, I thank cancer for bringing me to you, a close friend like you, and I always cherished. So those are some of the things that really touch.
I had the best support anybody could get from the New York Medical College leadership over the years, and so also from Westchester Medical Center. We had a brilliant support system, great neuroradiology, wonderful neurosurgery, and all of it put together. That was the attraction for me, and that's why I stayed here.